Today is Final Fantasy 2. I mean 4. I mean 2. I started this one on Friday, so here's kind of where we're at on that. I think I've already been to town. Yeah. So we're just kind of now exploring. The cave to Dempsey? Whatever it's called. Adjust this screen size a little bit. Yeah, I guess there's not really a way to do anything about that. Oh well. Can't do custom borders yet, like in on the Mini. Actually, that's probably a bad idea. Should probably he can go nuts on the black magic, but she's only got a very small amount of magic. Although pretty soon we'll be getting the Ice Rod, which is a free use ice spell. In one of the worst places to have a free use ice spell, but still, it does something. Have I cleared out this whole front room? Ah, I missed one. That could be the important one. Just kidding. Always love the bass line in this song. This whole game, really. Oh, that wasn't gonna help. I'll take it. I haven't bought any cure potions. That might have been a mistake. Could have bought him a hat while I was in town. So I think toads are still weak to ice, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Is that right? Fight. I just remember as a kid being, like, thoroughly disappointed at all of the, characters that would join my party because they weren't as cool as Kane. Be like, ah, oh, that's not Kane. That's not Kane. That's not Kane. Hey, that's Kane. Oh, he's left my party again. Items. I think it's in the end. Or is there an actual item shop? Maybe there is. Maybe there is not. Maybe it's in the... No, there it is. I do have, like, a strong habit of, under-preparing in this game, and Final Fantasy V. I don't know, for some reason. I guess Final Fantasy VI as well, technically, but I've played that one so many times, I know what I need, and that's all I get. I'm not going to be caught unawares in Final Fantasy VI. The 4 here doesn't tend to spike up at all until you get close to being a paladin. Right, did I? Yes, I did everything. It's up here. Nice. Like a nice sandworm with balls too. Back to this. Yes. That first room without an encounter. Was it RNG manipulation or just luck? It was just luck. Oh wait, no, I didn't want ice. I wanted... I wanted to cast that lit. Yeah. Now they're sticking their tongues out at me, it looks like. Yeah, let's try this again, Tella. See, I always thought that Tella was wearing sunglasses and that he was like a cool old man because of his stupid haircut as well. Not sure that's the case anymore. Yes! Also welcome to Koreshi. Yeah, we're gonna go battle the Octomadam. Come on. think that's what it's supposed to be. I think they in later translations they revealed that that's what the name was the whole time, but I had no clue as a kid. I could not infer what they were trying to say with Octomadam. Ooh, a single Cure 1, just what I needed. I'll add it to the collection. Yeah. Ah, she's not learning a spell every time now. I really wonder, like, what the limit is. Like, what she ultimately learns as a child, Rydia. If I sat here and like leveled up to like level 30 or something like that, is she gonna know? Is she gonna know all those level 2 spells? Would she even reach level 3? Like, what's the limit on her white magic? I'm sure somebody has answered this question elsewhere. Me too. Let's take rest here. A rest, Tella. You could have spared that letter. A special field here will protect us from monsters. See, you could have added that A to the previous sentence and taken out one of the conjunctions in that sentence, and you would have wound up on top in the letter game. Let's rest now and be prepared for the coming battle in my tent. He makes it sound so luxurious. The tent fits like one person at most. Plus, they just lit the S on fire. Is that good? She'll be able to wield the magic other than calling monsters. And well, that's what you get, really. Although, to be honest, I think this all really falls on Edward, because he really should have come forward with that whole "I'm the prince." Yeah. He should have really come forward with that whole "I'm the prince of this whole kingdom." You know, by the time it was time to ask for the whole marriage thing, the blessing, because, yeah, that's dishonest, really. Somebody should have let the future father-in-law in on the secret. I mean, it is true that Tella is a jerk for, denying his daughter her happiness, even if it would have been a crass mistake for her to marry a bard at face value. Because bards are simply useless in this game. They don't exist, for one thing. There's only one in the whole world. And I mean, have you seen the guy? He's a wimp. I barely consent to having him in my party. But there we go. I don't remember if these guys are actually worth using an extra cast of lit, but whatever. We're honestly not really in danger of using up all of his magic. Not if we go straight to the point, as far as, like, Ice Rod, yes, that's what I mean. Strike first. Fine. Let's see what I can do. Now. I know, right? I can imagine that... Wait, what? I can't get in there and it's not a treasure chest. It's weird. I can only imagine that the special field is more or less it's just there's a door with a lock on it. Like, it's not actually special or anything. It's just basic isolation. Heck, I don't know. Venom. The single most useless spell. I think. If it's the Venom I'm thinking of, the one that just does the little explosions and poisons the enemy. If it's that one, then yeah, total useless. $200 gip. You're one. Could have probably done without going down there. Music is so good. It really is just amazing in this game. It's not only that it's amazing, it's that it really takes me back, because this is... Like, Mystic Quest was kind of the first RPG I played, but I played Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy 1, and Final Fantasy 2 in such short order, and this is the one that latched on as being just this brilliant, almost cinematic-like experience. I say almost cinematic as if video games aren't better than movies. Video games are better than movies, people. Aw, man. How's your daughter enjoying Earthbound? This isn't gonna really work, but I'll do it anyway. What we need is that fire. Heckran's Cave and Chrono Trigger. That's awesome. I'm trying to remember how Heckran's Cave went. In my most recent playthrough. Sweet. Well, that's good. Hopefully she'll appreciate some good games whenever she's old enough to play through them, you know? Yeah, definitely, there was nobody around for me who knew anything about video games. It was just my cousin, who was the exact same age as me. And he did seem a little bit ahead of me. I think it's because he got more games. But, and then the other thing is that he would get more action games, and I was the one who got the RPGs. Especially when it came down to renting. Because, well, that was just how you did in the early 90s. And, there we go. There's a hat for him to hell up. Please, wear this hat. Cover that stupid hair. Thank you, sir. I have no room to talk to other old men about their hair. I'm just being silly. Oh wow. FF5 is no small deal. Like that game gets pretty involved at certain points. I've been playing through it with one of my good friends, and we've been tackling it in that kind of BS two-player mode, where one person, in this case me, controls the outside world action and two of the characters, and then the other controls, oh yeah, I have to have it equipped. Oh, can I have it equipped? Yeah, that works out. Just a little bit of damage. I don't really care, they can retreat for all I... Or, let's see. They're not really running away, are they? There we go. I don't know why they're scripted to retreat, like, immediately, but there we have it. It kills me that our team is about to, like, Sotella leaves your party, being the awesome magic user that he is here, with, like, 90 points of magic, yeah, of MP, and 340 points of life, which is more than even Cecil has at the moment. And, let's call him Seesaw. And, when he rejoins your party, a significant amount of time later, when Seesaw becomes a paladin, he's still got the 340 points of life and the 90 points of magic, and it's like, God, dude, how did you get this far in life without gaining levels? Man, Mystic Quest is so good when I was a kid. Like, I didn't even realize it at the time. I don't know. It's not until you get, many years have passed, and getting into this world of kind of like more generic, serious adult story RPGs, they're kind of doom and gloom. Makes me really miss, like, RPGs that have these bright backdrops, these, like, colorful enemies. Like, has a game come out in the last decade that has, sprite enemies that are actually interesting and, like, or even, like, the too cute to kill? Muppets in Space, welcome! This is one of my favorites, too. This is back in the era where I was like, Final Fantasy for life! This series will never get dull or uninspired. I'm just kidding. I don't think Final Fantasy as a series is ever dull, but I do think that it loses a little bit when it becomes like... And this really started, I think... It started as early even as Final Fantasy VI, but it was not really that apparent until Final Fantasy VII and onward. That, like, your team in any given Final Fantasy just looks like a bunch of cosplayers in a world of, like, just normal people. It just looks like you got lost in the convention, and now you have to save the world. Which, I understand that's more due to the cosplaying thing than anything that would be Final Fantasy's fault. But having been steeped in that culture a little bit... Yes, I'm gonna do that, Tella. Having been steeped in that culture a little bit, it does make it look a little ridiculous. It kind of revealed the ridiculousness a little bit. Wait, all the numbered Final Fantasies in one sitting? Because that's not healthy at all. Nobody should be playing video games for just straight up 380 hours. As long as he's taking care of himself. I mean, the thing is, I would totally do that too. Okay. I honestly was half joking. I would have been seriously concerned if you would have confirmed that he indeed was doing that with, you know, one sitting. Yeah, see, that's... I don't want to hear about people dying. I do know that, some of my friends, including my famous friend, Lobos Jr., they've been doing, Final Fantasy Friday, where they've been trying to play through all the numbered Final Fantasies, you know, on these, like, long marathon-style Friday binge playings. I know Lobos is on Final Fantasy VI right now, and I love it because I really want to watch that. Actually, I haven't been catching up with him because he streams so much. And I'm already doing a lot of streaming myself, so it's hard to catch up with other people, you know? But, and then my other friend, Squarewave, is also doing it, and I think he's on 3 or 4 by now. He kind of gave it up for a while. But, I decided, you can't do it, Tella, you're a bright pink frog for whatever reason. I think I can do this. Equip the staff and cure, or whatever. Ah, that was a good idea, but it didn't work. He doesn't know frog either. Jeez. Guess we gotta use the item. Because we don't have Maiden's Kisses in this game. There we go. I think the staff just cures poison or something silly like that. No, let's use it though. So, I myself decided that I would do Final Fantasy Friday as well. However, instead of Final Fantasy, I'm just playing Dragon Quests. Because I am... Well, it's not a secret, but it's not something I talk about all the time. But I am, like, a huge Dragon Quest fan. Despite being in a failed band that named itself after Dragon Quest. Just a line from it. But, that didn't diminish my love of the series. Oh, Donnerstadt. That's a good idea. I just think it's funny because people need that alliteration, right? So it's like, okay, I'll do the alliteration, but I'm gonna play a different game. But yeah, I own every US released Dragon Quest game except for Monsters Joker and Monsters Joker 2. And that's including the side games. However, I also own the Japanese version of most of them as well. So, I actually have a copy of Dragon Quest V and Dragon Quest VI, just in their original Japanese. And I do have the DS remakes as well. So I figure I'll play through all those. Dragon Quest V and VI, I'm just gonna have to go through a fan translation. So I'll either emulate, or if I happen to get a Retron 5 by then, it's a that's a system that can read the cartridges and emulate based off that, and you can actually apply patches with the system. So it's silly because it's just a roundabout way of doing emulation, but at least I'm using the cartridge. So in that sense, I can claim a small amount of legitimacy. And really, a small amount of legitimacy is all you really need. You don't need to be the most legit person in the world. Because I think you're just denying yourself something at that point. Jeez. It needs to go down. Can I psych it? Let's see if I can psych it. Oh, it's probably gonna die. Yeah. It's fine. Alright, warp's good, I guess. I really wonder where... Okay, so maybe Muppets in Space, since you're into this game as well, where do you ever get the darkness shield? Because I always go straight from the shadow shield to the black shield, I guess, in Fabul. I'm really curious to know. Octomadam! This reminds me that a friend gave me a copy of Octodad for free. And because it was a Humble Bundle thing. And he already had it, I guess. So I'll be playing through that at some point. Still batting 1,000 on only having Steam games that I got for free in one way or another, either through reviewing them for a podcast or through friends, sometimes gifting, sometimes just like, hey, I got spare codes, come and get it. I actually dread to look in the store and see what I could get, because then that would be terrible. I forget that this guy's kind of a wimp, because it gave me a lot of trouble when I was like, you know, a little tyke. I feel like Rydia should cure herself, but I don't think he can do anything that'll, like, do that much damage to me. Good job! He's slowing down. Alright, get lit. Oops. Oops, that kinda sucked. Does fire work better? Seems like that lid didn't work so great. Yeah, Tello's a little ridiculous. Oh well, we got him. Yeah. I just imagine that the arms are just dropping back into the water because they've been damaged. I don't think we've actually hacked it to bits. But we might have. Jeez, this almost never happens. Alright. Oh, you evil thing. Alright, time to... I don't even know why I'm doing this. There's no real reason for this. But whatever. Old habits. Old habits. If you know someone's leaving your party, you get rid of their equipment. So here's the funny thing about this scene, is that, for one, it's the lamest thing ever. For two, you can actually just go back into the cave and all the way back through and all this other stuff, ignoring Damsian, if you really want to. They took the crystal. It always took me, like, it took me a long time to realize that those sprites are soldiers with purple uniforms and helmets on. There's a pot of recovery above. Well, thanks for the tip, dying dude. Oh, but this is also great de-equipping Tella because he's gonna attack Edward with his fists. And I think that's more effective. Like doing that. And just having him miss every time because he's the worst at unarmed combat. I think that's more entertaining than having him be like, "You fiend!" You dink! And like dinking him with a stick. Shut your mouth. Oh, Spoony Bard. I feel like I co-opted Spoony Bard pretty early on. I used to have a, I had an internet club on Bolt.com called Spoony Bards. And that's like 90s internet, so, like, social network from, I think, the late 90s. Could have been the early 2000s. It was one of the originals, if you ask me. And for hiding the fact that you were engaged to royalty. We thought about asking for your consent. Anna shielded you from the arrows because you are a wimp. Pack. Finally, a hit landed. Bye, Tella. Oh, whoops. That was just more crying. I don't know, like, where Rydia's head at is on this, because she's like, she's the one beating up, you know, Edward about, yeah, stop being sad about your dead fiancé, you need to help me. But yeah, like, where's Rydia's head in this? Because, like, she's with the person who inadvertently killed her mom and definitely directly destroyed her village. So she's had, like, the same experience. And she, like, joined up with me because there was no, you know, essentially because there was nothing else to do. Like, there was no real other way that she could, no real other way that we could help. So, it's her suggestion to Edward to, you know, stop being a crybaby, you're a man, just do what I did and join Golbez because he destroyed your town, you know? Like, it's very much a selective morality, if you will. It's like, have you tried joining the person who killed your loved ones and destroyed your town? Instead of being sad in the actual moment with, you know, with your dead lover in your arms. Even though it's more like she's lying up, you know, on the floor in front of him because the game's graphics could only do so much. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a square you can walk in outside here, yeah. I knew there was some treasures in here, I just couldn't remember until I saw him walk one square outside of the door. Oh yeah, it needs to be out the right side. Because, the Ninja Town has the same thing. And in fact, that's where you can get some good stuff if you don't mind completely dying to some enemies. Ah, he died. He snuffed it. Here we go. Crossbow, leather hat, ruby ring. What do we got here? Yeah, we all got leather hats. No, we don't. We don't all have leather hats. Let's see, ruby ring gives you one more point of magic defense, but at a cost of physical defense. So I think we're gonna keep Rydia. Actually, let's go ahead and get Edward an iron ring too. Only because oh, it's the same thing as Bard. It's weird. Only because there really aren't any enemies that can cast magic on us right now. That 2 defense points is going to be much more valuable. All said and done. White arrows. More white arrows and iron arrows. All that good stuff. That'll all be for Rosa when she joins us, but it's mostly all about that money. Now we have plenty of it. And we'll need it by the time we get to Fabul, because that's where all that black armor is. Although, to be honest, I really shouldn't buy the black armor, because it's all going to be just for one fight with no real boss fight, so maybe I shouldn't waste my money. But you know, it's whatever. That mountain yet. Mount Hobbs. Yeah. Antlion. Here's for sure where the ice rod is going to come in handy, because a lot of the enemies in here are weak to ice. like these turtles. Oh, Edward, what are you doing in the front row? That was a bad idea. I used to hate this dungeon because I didn't really pay attention to enemy weaknesses, things like that. But yeah, now I really quite enjoy this dungeon because of how easy it is to take down these enemies. Because I have Ice Rod and I have, you know... Oh, jeez. Yes, would rather not. Oh, no. Here we go. Nope. There's just nothing we can do. It's so much faster than Rydia. Look. Ice Rod! Oh man. Almost had it. I think I really only need, yeah. These turtles are so weak to that ice. We did it! Edward, where are you? We really need him to get some levels. But we don't have time to grind, so we're just gonna have to have you not get blasted by enemies immediately. See, that was much smoother. Nice. It's cool that I was able to take it down like that. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah. A couple treasures up there. MCAP. About time. Oh, there he goes. I don't know, for some reason it delights me that she's able to take out the weakest enemy in the game with, like, a little tappity tap. Whoops. I didn't mean to actually cast the spell. Whatever. Alright, getting all those free cures. Doesn't matter. So does not matter. Alright. She's really wanting to do anything about this. I don't remember if they're weak to lit or ice. So we're about to find out. Yeah, at least he fell asleep. Now. Gotta go with that lightning. Boom. Alright, good to know. Good thing to remember. Bink. Is this a safe spot? I don't remember. Nah, it's just treasure. I think it's a harp, though. Yes! Charm is actually a pretty good harp, too. I mean, it's double the attack, so that's nice. Let's see. Okay, let's see what all we have here. Got some treasures. Oh my god, I almost walked up to that chest and my thought process was like, okay, access the menu and choose take. Because I've been playing Dragon Quest lately, so... Because, yeah, it turns out in Final Fantasy, all you need to do is go up and just talk to something. Oh, now she learns Toad. I wonder if there's anybody I can use Toad on in this dungeon. Now, let's see where that hidden wall comes out, because I think it's a waste of time if I'm remembering correctly. It is a waste of time. Also, I think I was accidentally skipping a, Alright, we're fine here. I think I skipped a room with something in it. But that's okay, because I'm not worried. This enemy is very easy, if you do the right thing. And I will. Come on, what you doing? Good job. Alright, it's fine. Fight some turtles. Think I won't fight some turtles? Oh yeah, I need to update my my Twitch profile to reflect that I've beaten Secret of Mana and I'm working on Final Fantasy IV right now. I think I've forgotten to do that pretty much every time. Yeah, that sure looks tame. Alright, so basically, I don't think that's gonna do anything. Yeah. Oh, but I can actually do something with him. I can trade this. Or no, I guess I can't. Alright. See what happens. Nothing. So this is gonna be a little dull. Perhaps lit works better. It works slightly better, but maybe Chocobo would be the thing to do. Chocobop! That's much better. Come on, man. Also, that critter does not look like an insect. It's like a demon dog lizard with pincers. I can use this 4 more times. That should about do it, I think. There we go. Edward! A portent of some kind. I'm a little impressed with some of the words they use in this game. They're like pretty good words, but for the most part the translation is really ramshackle. Like, as I understand, when Ted Woolsey joined the Final Fantasy team, he was set to work on the first game he worked on for him, which I don't remember which one it was. I want to say Final Fantasy VI, but they handed him a script of Final Fantasy IV, and they were like, just do better than this, please. Because they realized, I guess, that they had done something bad. I mean, it was certainly effective for a, how old was I? I was probably about, I had to have been about 11 or 12 when I started playing this, so. Yeah, I guess it would have to be 11. Maybe even 10 or 11, because I got a SNES in '92, and I did start playing Final Fantasy VI as soon as it was out in 1994. So it would have been in that 2-year period. This is what I needed. Save point. Don't need it anymore. I can at least save though. cream! Gonna lift this cream up. Alright. What? That was not good. Come on, you can do better than that. Look, even the Weepers kicking in. Kicking in the hits there. Really? Oh wow. That is a strong enemy against ice. Or else, I don't know. Gritty is becoming bad at using ice. Could be. Well, here we go again. Yeah, everyone's just randomly bad, I guess. Apologies. I was up too late last night playing Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls 2, which is one of my favorite all-time games, honestly. Even though it was surpassed in every conceivable way except size by the future Elder Scrolls games, I still feel like it was super good for what it was. Got a rib cramp. This is terrible. Should probably drink more stuff that's good for me. Don't need to be physically falling apart. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Got that exit. I think when I was a kid, I used to go back into Damsian Castle there to get free healing from the pots instead of spending the night at the inn here. Because I really liked getting free healing. It felt valuable even though I have tons of money. But in fact what I never realized is that you get to heal yourself after this event anyway, so... Do you know Seesaw? I got it though. Boom. I should have used a tent on her though. Used the sand ruby, Ophir Rosa. That's not a very accurate description. Come on, game. I like puppets. Tororia. Welcome, Crowley. That's exactly my, exactly what I was thinking. I think in the other translations of the game, it says something like, I don't know, it touched the sand ruby to her forehead or something weird like that. No, you stop there, Rosa. We'll get you some fresh fish. Don't worry. You're gonna live. Aw. I won't bother you. I'm not like a stupid bard. Cecil has this very sort of unmotivated resistance to Rosa joining the party, even in the end of the game, which makes me think he just doesn't really like her that much. Because he accepts help from literally everyone else, including like a little 7-year-old girl. So I don't know. No, it's the dancing lady. Great, special sprite Anna. But I'd rather hide. Oh man, what if I did get injured and then had to like hide for the rest of this battle? That would be terrible. I bet it could happen. I've never tried to lose that scripted fight before. Dang. Nice free level there. Don't leave me alone. All of my people are dead, except for an old lady and an old man at the very top of the castle. And really, they're just kind of clinging to that pot of life. Even though we could have easily brought them over to Kaipo in the hovercraft that we have. Oh, okay. It's interesting that the game programmed a little bit of bravery. Okay, change this now. So we have too many back row characters. Actually, let's go ahead and do it this way. Alright, what you got here? Add those. Crossbows, better. Leather, iron. Okay. Sweet. Oh. Could have had Riddy as the leader, I guess. Let's see if we have any other arrows that we can buy. I'm sure I won't even use all 60 of them. Yeah, we just got iron. There we go. I'm trying to think if this is... whether this is the only Final Fantasy with the numbered arrows like that. I don't know. I just know it's something that's so common in this game and yet so rare across the rest of the series. Alright, should have time to get over this mountain before we have to shut down for the day. Not for the day, just for the morning. Because I have stupid work that I have to do. It's funny how long they let Rosa go on knowing that, or thinking that Rydia could use fire, and they get all the way to this block of ice. Her village was destroyed in a fire. Because you destroyed her village in a fire, Cecil. Hooray for, I don't know, personal growth? Please, Rydia, we can't, there's no possible way we could have brought, a rope to just climb up the wall. Oh, I forget which one is the... Okay, yeah, and this one just leads to some treasure. And a save point. Yeah, this is definitely one of those ones where we're gonna need all the fire we can get. Oh yeah, and I should probably adjust my spell set. Oh my god. Hooray! Hooray for charms. Well, I undid it, but whatever. Cordage, if you will. Alright, let me... This actually kind of bugs me sometimes. That's about good enough. What do we got here? We got a tent. A cure. I feel like all of the single cures that are in treasure chests are like those items that are actually the situational items that you can get all across proper Final Fantasy IV. But I don't know. I don't know if it's specifically that. I haven't played proper Final Fantasy IV enough to really remember what's in what treasure chest. I have played Final Fantasy VI enough to know what's in every treasure chest. So it's not exactly an unreasonable... Well, okay, it's unreasonable, but it's not impossible to know what all you have. To know a game on that level, you know? Oh, yeah. Good old aiming. No! Why? And, more importantly, do I have a way of curing that? Okay. So the heal is like a catch-all. It pretty much does everything. Except for the two other functions of restoring life and healing it. Yeah, fight, I guess. See if he gets charmed. Charmed? No. It's funny that Rydia has already got more HP than Tella, who's supposed to be like this great, you know, guy. This amazing sage, but I guess it's because of his old age that he doesn't have very many magic points. I suppose it's related to age. Alright. Life 1, and I got 2 lives. I am rife with life. Oh boy. Let's see if we can charm him. Yay! Maybe he'll cast stone on some of these guys. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Oh, man. It's a pretty strong take there. Oh man, I didn't mean to attack the... I thought it was going to... Okay, you know what? Fine. Take that, villain, and that, and that. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, this is where we're gonna fight Mom Bomb. I've just realized. Man, it's gonna suck too. Actually need to use Rydia as the healer because Rosa is too good on those arrows. Need to have her keep on attacking. See? I think on these flying enemies she's doing better than Seesaw. She's doing much better, in fact. Come on, guys. We've received all of the things. Oh, come on. That Final Fantasy encounter rate, though. Oh, I should have attacked the other one. I need to get in a better habit of attacking the correct thing. Oh well. Oh, he's still charmed. Well, that's good. Now you dead. Boom. Oh yeah, some white arrows. Actually, should probably equip her with those. Just because it's better. At the very least, we'll need it for this fight. What's that? He must be a karate fighter of Fabul with seasonal allergies. Achoo! You think he's all like awesome and stuff, but then you see that it's just imp caps. You're like, oh, okay. So he's just a moderately good fighter. And in fact, you can see that he could very easily get his lunch eaten here. Boom. Mom Bomb! Okay, let's see what we're doing. I don't remember if fight's even worth using. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So Ice Rod is useless, and so is... Oh, Aimment's useless too. Go ahead and have them heal. Trying to keep those HPs up. Pop them with a chocobo. Yeah, I've been meaning to look into Final Fantasy IV RNG. Especially since, you know, I've seen people do the 64-step thing, which is really impressive. But you know, that's a thing for later. For now, I'm just trying to get through these games just by virtue of them being, you know, the top 20 SNES games. So I'm doing what you would call a tourist run. It's exploding! Most of y'all don't really need any of that. Yeah, there we go. I don't remember if there's anything special about... Like, I know what speedrunners say about this fight, but I don't remember if there's anything special for me to know. Am I supposed to fight the gray ones first? Or is it something else? Charm the rest of these guys. We really just don't want them to explode, even though that might be an inevitability at this point. Oh, okay. Cool. So it's not really not a big deal thing. Well, at least we didn't get anybody to explode on me. Oh, great shirtless man. The Karate Master. Because a town full of Karate Masters can only have one. But then again, I guess all those other guys got killed or something. Yeah, I guess so, to keep us busy. I mean, it seems like they did their job of, like, slaughtering everybody. Had to defeat her mother. What a great summary. Of course! Karate Man! Karate Man, yeah. Alright, he's all good, I think. I guess we can give him a cap? Sure. Ruby ring, why not? Alright, I still need to item up here a little bit. Just a little bit. actually. I think white's good for now. Just because it'll hurt these undeads, I think. I don't even know. Let's find out. Oh man. Yeah, they're pretty darn effective against undeads. So we'll go ahead and keep those on for the rest of this small mountain. I mean, for as far up as we look, we really didn't climb that much, did we? I don't know. Seems like we're hundreds of feet in the air, when I really think we must have gone maybe 20, 30? Let's fight. Oh boy. Let's see if this works at all. Right, now we're gonna actually move back to the crappy iron arrows. Oh, we can only... Oh, weird. You can only equip 20 of them at a time. That's really interesting. If it's, like, in battle. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking about that. Achoo! I should have just fought. What else? Oh, did I even save it? No. What if I would have gotten killed by this easy game? I'll just cast fire. Really haven't been casting too many spells. Like good old Ice Rod. Pretty much useless right up until the end of, you know, getting to use Rydia. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Okay. Nice. Always good to learn to stop. It would be kind of great if it did that pan out and showed, like, the ships flying into Bomb Fabul as well. I don't know. That's just silly. Let's see if Lit works. Oof. Edward is about to start hiding. I think it'll be fine though, because we're almost in the thing. So dumb that they make me fight that gauntlet of enemies without any healers. Like the women are healers and they can't fight. I like, yeah, well, maybe Golbez wouldn't have even had gotten that crystal if he would have let the women fight. I mean, we established at some point that Yang's wife is the biggest badass in all of the Bull. Yeah. You know what, though? I see that argument being used today, so I'm kind of like... I guess no one really ever gets it, huh? Yeah, unlike Edward. Who is... I mean, yeah, he gets his odd charm in, but come on. Alright. I'm actually going to go in and do my shopping, but I think we're going to save the Fabul fight for tomorrow, because I actually have to get going to work now. I don't know, I guess these 2 Fire Claws will be fine. We'll buy the rest later. I don't actually want these. Just because it'll be better if I, it'll be better if I buy the Paladin stuff later than if I buy that stuff now. Alright, what you got for me for items? 2 of them, I guess. One of them, why not? Well, we don't know. Edward is a silly character. That's all I know about him. A 100 GP at night? God! Man! These are like convention prices. Alright. Let's go! We made some good progress today. We got through the cave with Tella, defeated Octomadam, got through the antlion cave with Edward somehow, defeated the puppy lizard insect antlion. Then we got all the way through Mount Hobbs and defeated Mom Bomb, just filling in that other mom requirement. Cecil is all about defeating the moms, isn't he? Oh, I know. I was just being lazy. Thank you, though. And, let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna shut it down here. Tomorrow I will be back at 8 AM, and we're gonna play another couple hours of Final Fantasy IV. And if anybody wants to tune in tonight, starting around 7-ish, I'll be playing a different game, probably another Super Nintendo RPG. I have until then to decide what I'm going to play. So, thanks so much for watching. Thanks everybody who watches this later, and we'll see you later.